All right, so speaking of Queens of R&B, I haven't watched a reality show in years,
You're not
and I
missing
did
nothing.
watch Queens of R, which I did watch Queens of R&B,
Uh,
and I mean I enjoyed it because it's nostalgia, it's my
mhm.
youth, I did enjoy it, but I heard you say that you regret being on the show and
Mhm.
you wouldn't do it again. So I was curious to know at what point did you regret it? Was it filming or was it when the show aired?
The very
When did you
first
regret it?
scene that I shot with my
Wow.
sister, that was the scene that made me be like, "What are we doing here?" No, it was crazy. It was. I walked into something that I never thought I would. I was like in a twilight zone. So it was like just that division between us that never happened before. So it was like I really don't need this in my life right now. Not if it's negative. Not negative. So
Wow.
I have a chance to turn it around, and I want people to see laughter. I want them to see love. I want people to see forgiveness. So now that I have this platform, I want to use this platform for what I'm supposed to use it for. And that's not bickering and arguing with other women, especially not family.
Um, that said, I could be wrong, but I feel like Tamika, you got a lot of love on the show. I feel like a lot of that's what I saw. I felt like a lot of people supported you, had your back, enjoy your voice, and I felt like you were getting a lot of support. So am I seeing that the wrong way? Is it
No,
is
I
it
mean,
different from
I
your
love the
lens?
support. I'm getting support, but at what cost? You know what I mean?
Mm,
It's so
mm.
funny. My husband always says, "Oh, you're the strongest person I know." So after I was filming, I was like, "I'm crying in every scene." I said, "Boy, you better not leave me, cause, cause I'm crying in every scene. Where's that strong person?" Well, here's the strong person. She's back, and tonight
Right.
is the night, and I'm just gonna do me.
Gotcha.
It's my life. I'm
Uh,
in control.
Right, right, right. So, Escape has had
Yes.
its fair share of drama over the years.
Hmm.
What do you wish that y'all knew at the beginning of Escape in those early years that might have alleviated some of the conflict that would happen throughout the journey? What do you wish you knew in the beginning?
The first thing I wish we would have had some type of financial teaching because they just
Mm.
gave 17, 18-year-old girls a big check. And it was like, okay, what are we supposed to do with this? And we just did what a 17, 18-year-old girl would do instead of investing, purchasing land instead of jewelry. Just certain things as far as the finances. I wish someone would have sat down with us and say, hey, ladies, 10 years from now, if the music is not going on, what else would you want to do? God just blessed us, all of us, to be able to go outside of Escape and venture on to other things. Like me, I have my own seasoning line called Tamika Scott
Yes,
Southern Fuse that you can find on
yes.
southernfuse.com. I have my own cookbook, Cooking with Tamika Scott. You can find on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, Target. You can find, just put it in. You could purchase it. So we've all had a chance to go outside and venture off and become successful, other than just in the Escape.
All right, so just a couple of Queens of R&B questions. I'm
Oh
just
Lord,
curious.
here
Just a
we
couple, just
go.
a couple.
Here we
All
go.
right, so from the outside looking in, I'm not a musician, but I remember when I was watching my friends, folks didn't understand the understanding week closing thing
Hmm.
because from the outside looking in, fans were saying, "Well, Week was the number one hit record. That
Weak
has
was
to be the
definitely
closer."
a bigger song than Understanding. And
So
Understanding was not our biggest, it is not our
it
biggest
isn't.
song. It is
Yeah.
not.
So what's the for? I don't. I'm not a musician. I'm not
Uh-huh.
in the group. Like we said, well, Week should be the closer, but
Hmm.
it appeared could be wrong. It's
Hmm.
editing. Y'all wanted understanding to be the
Yes.
closer. So for us, it was confusing.
Okay, so
What's
what SWV wanted to start the show. So it only made
right?
sense if they start that we finish, right?
Oh, but did they still start the
They
show?
started the show. They came out first.
Oh.
So you're going to come out first and end. They got to be some compromising.
Oh, so
We
it wasn't about understanding or weak. It was like y'all
They
started it
started
and we'll
it.
end it.
Right, it will end it. Right.
Oh,
It was just that simple. But Weak is a bigger song than Understanding. And Understanding is not Escape's biggest song. It's just a closer for us. It's a more of a closing song when we do our shows. But no, honey,
got you.
please believe it. We know Weak is way bigger. My kids
Okay.
sing Weak.
Right, right, right. Well, yeah, yeah. When you saw it in the show, you saw the discussion that
Right.
was it was Coco. I mean, Candy and Coco had. So
Oh
it's
yeah.
the narrative of reality
Mm-hmm.
TV. All right. I'm gonna ask you one question about your sister, and
Okay.
I'm curious to know, and I know that y'all have had your moments. Her gospel album came out recently, and it sold a little less than 700 copies, allegedly. What do you? And that was all over social media. What do you think happened with that project for it not to resonate like she may have hoped?
I don't know. I think well, I don't know why she only sold 700 copies. I really don't know because she's a phenomenal, like one of the best singers. I used to grow up saying that she was my favorite singer in the group. So I don't
Hmm.
know if it was marketing. I don't know if it was the show. I don't know. I don't know if it's the fans feeling like they didn't get what they wanted from the show because every scene it was almost like she didn't really want to talk about touring. She didn't want to talk about. So I don't know. Fans they watch. They're on the outside and they see. So those are people who you want to support you. So you have to make your fans happy. So evidently, I guess her fans are not happy for her to just sell only 700. But she's very talented.
Oh, she could sing.
Yeah, my sister
Lord
can
have
sing.
mercy.
She can
I mean,
sing.
but gospel is such an insular community.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it can be hard for R&B artists to
Hmm.
cross over to gospel. It can be challenging. Um, what did you think when your sister was clowning Candy's voice in that famous video?
I didn't like it. I
Mm.
didn't like it at all. No, we grown. Now we did some things back in younger, like when we were 17, 18, it would have been funny, but not in your late 40s. You don't
Mhm.
clown your people. These are the people that, we as sisters have grown together. We have, you know, did a lot together and accomplished a lot. So I'm not going to sit here and clown your voice when your voice helped us sold over millions of copies. So that I don't agree with that at all.
And that's what I like about Xscape is that y'all had different voices, and
Mhm.
I've said it on these airwaves. I love Candy's voice. I really
Yes.
enjoy it. You could feel it, that note and understanding.
Mhm.
You could really enjoy it. So you have spoken about the editing process of the Queens of R&B. Do you think that it was a harsh edit on your sister?
The camera showed what it showed. I mean, you can't make a person, if you walk in and you're frowning, that's what the camera's going to show. If you're smiling, that's what the camera's going to show. You understand what I'm saying? So whatever
Hmm.
your energy, when you walk in the room, period, your energy, it speaks volume. You don't even have to say a word, but your energy is that present for you. So
Hmm.
what was the
Gotcha.
presence that was there?
And y'all are not. Have y'all reconciled yet?
Mm-mm.
Well,
No, no. Sometimes you just have to give people time to figure out what they really want or what they need and to really work on themselves. So I'm just giving her that time to figure some things out.
and y'all just performed recently, right? Just the three of
Just the
y'all,
three of us.
yourself,
Yes.
and yeah, someone I know saw the show,
Hmm.
and you're singing your sister's parts, and they said you annihilated it. They said you
Wow.
killed it. That's what they told me. They said you sang, and
Well,
so
thank you.
that's got to be hard to do. So shout out to Xscape,
Thank you.
still on the
Yes,
road and
yes.
making it happen and
Thank
all
you.
that good
We will
stuff.
be here in we'll be in New York June the 30th at the Barclays Center. So make sure y'all get y'all tickets to come see us. Come kick it with us.
All right, Tamika, I want to thank you for coming on and talking with me. I know the show was, a rough experience, but to
Yes.
be honest with you, I really got to know you. I didn't know you as personally that well, and I appreciated your endurance. I appreciated your vulnerability, because and I appreciated just your style and your kids
Thank
and
you.
everything. So
My
I
peace.
I was able to see through some of it, but I hear you. It must be tough taping and seeing all that on camera.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, Tamika Scott has a new song out. It's called Tonight. Make sure you check it out. It's featuring Method Man. We're going to head to a break. We'll close with it. Tamika Scott, you have a good day. Be safe,
Thank
all right?
you. Y'all can follow me on Instagram, The Real Tamika Scott. And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Real Tamika Scott, to keep up with me and my girls.